Good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Okay. So I am excited to be here with you all today. I'm going to speak with you all a little bit about self mastery, self accountability, and how to achieve more in less time and kind of what that looks like from the perspective of you being a business owner, you having goals in your life, you wanting to do more with what you have. And I'm also live on Facebook and YouTube and all the things. And we're going to upload this to the podcast as well. If you are joining me on Facebook or any of the other platforms, can you let me know if you can hear me and see me okay? And Sergio, you're going to edit this part out before we actually start the actual live. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Oh my goodness. Look at all of you wonderful people on Instagram. Hey, talk back to me. Act like it's the Black church on a Sunday morning. All right. If you can see me and hear me okay, drop yes in the comments. Drop yes in the comments if you can see me and hear me okay. And then we are going to dive into this really good content. Excited about it. All right. Cool. My name is Ashley Kirkwood, or hello, everyone. My name is Ashley Kirkwood. I'm the host of the Speak Your Way to Cash podcast. I also run an incredible company called Speak Your Way to Cash, where we help speakers, experts, thought leaders, and entrepreneurs land large contracts by way of teaching them timeless sales strategies that convert. Okay. So that is what I do. That is who I do it for. And I'm really excited to be here with you all today. How many of you want to achieve more in less time? Let me know. How many of you want to achieve more in less time? Anyone? Anyone? Because I want to talk today about how to achieve more in less time through radical self accountability and some principles that have really helped me to grow my business. And I'm going to tell you guys what sparked this conversation. And let me just lean in. Okay. Because if you are a business owner who wants to increase your revenue, if you are a parent who wants to get more out of life and balance it well, if you are someone who feels like you're trying all the things, but things just aren't working out appropriately for you, not fast enough, you're not seeing results fast enough. Is this anybody? I just want to make sure I'm talking to the right people. If you are someone who wakes up in the morning, has really good ideas, but has trouble actually implementing the small steps it takes to achieve a really big goal, then this is for you. And I want you to lean in to this live video and share it out. If that's you, you should be here. If you're like, I don't want to achieve more in less time, I don't want to achieve anything else, I have everything that I want in life, I don't want to be better, I don't want to do better, then maybe this will be offensive to you and you will not like what we are going to talk about. But for everybody else, I want you to lean in. I was listening to a podcast episode recently, and it was two guys on the podcast, and they were talking about how they've been able to achieve millions in their business, what they've been doing. And one of the things they talked about was professional development and investing in themselves. And one of the things that the guy said was like, he was like, it baffles him that people don't want to invest in themselves, when the truth of the matter is every single time he invests in himself, he actually ends up getting a return on that investment. And I started to think like about the times in my life when I wasn't investing in myself and what I was thinking, what I was going through, why wasn't I doing that? And I started to get fired up because I look at my clients who invest in their businesses, time and money, who invest in becoming better people, and there's always a progression in their lives. And so the first thing that I want to say to y'all is, one, I wasn't always like this. If I could be 100% transparent with you guys, I remember my very first business. If y'all are okay with me being real and giving you some behind the scenes, drop real in the comments. For y'all listening to this on the podcast, just nod your head. I see you. I see you in your car listening to the podcast. I see you getting ready, and listening to some positivity. Shout out to our podcast listeners. My first business was a resume writing company. And I came home all excited, and I told my husband, I was like, babe, I'm going to start a resume writing company, and I want to leave my job to do it. And my husband was like, okay. Like, one thing about my husband, he is not a dream killer. So he's never been the type to tell me, oh, you can't do that, or that's not going to work, or what about all the money you're making now? Like, he's not that type. So he was like, okay, cool. Sounds good. So we started this resume writing company. Well, I started a resume writing company, and I was able to sell like a couple of resumes for like $200, but it really wasn't taken off. And so I was like, okay, I don't know if I can make money like this. This doesn't make any sense. And I saw a site called Groupon, and I couldn't get my resume writing services on Groupon because at the time the issue was I could not get enough traffic to my services. Once people purchased my services, they really liked my services, but I didn't know how to get people to know about my services. So I was on Groupon because at the time we didn't really have no real money. And so we was on Groupon all the time. We would use it for finding food, all these things. And I was like, yo, how cool would it be if Groupon, who already has people on their website, could just promote my business? No. if How cool would it be if Groupon could just promote my resume writing services so that I could get more people to my business? So Groupon turned me down. They were like, no. So then I started to pitch my services, which is why I host the Pitch Your Way to Cash Challenge, because it changed my life. But anyways, I started pitching my services. I started looking up who are all the competitors of Groupon who maybe aren't as large, who I could partner with to get traffic to my services. I found this website. I don't even remember the name, but it was like a Groupon competitor. And all of a sudden, I went from like 3 resume clients to getting this website to put my services on there to getting 150 resume clients. But I was only charging $150 per resume. So I had all these clients. I was doing all these resumes, doing all this work, and I didn't really like it. What I did though was, because I had so many clients, I started to talk to those clients and ask them what they really wanted to do. And what I realized that I liked to do wasn't writing the resumes. What I enjoyed doing, was actually coaching the people to get their jobs. So that was really cool. And that was interesting. That was innovative. And so I was like, okay, cool. One, I can't be slanging resumes for $150. I will be broke. This ain't gonna work. It's not gonna replace nobody's salaries. But I learned more about what I like to do. The first principle I want to tell you guys about is this: if you don't start, you will not discover your purpose. A lot of people are in this mode where they're like, oh, I have to wait to do anything before I hear from the heavens and I am learning what my purpose is. I have to wait for God to tell me what my purpose is. I have to wait for my mama to tell me what my purpose is. I got to wait until I feel an unction in my spirit before I take a single step towards what I believe is my purpose. The truth of the matter is, you're waking up every day with ideas. You're not sure whether those ideas will work or not. You don't know whether it'll be the breakthrough thing or not in your business. You may believe that it will be, and you'll never know the truth until you take the step. I did not get clarity until I started taking action. Your clarity is not just in the learning, it is in the action that you take while learning. That's principle number 1. If you want to achieve more in less time, you need to increase the level of your activity. And I know it's not popular, because what's popular to say is like, just sit in a corner, manifest, look at the sky, go to sleep, it'll all work out. The truth of the matter is, it may not. Without the data that you get in the doing, you cannot iterate and get better and achieve more and learn more and make better decisions. So you aren't confused about your purpose. You just aren't walking the path to purpose. You aren't doing the things. And guess what, guys? Here's another secret that people won't tell you. Purpose evolves. What I know today as my purpose gets clearer every day that I'm on the path. I'm telling you, purpose evolves. Like, what I understand today about my purpose and what I'm supposed to be doing in the earth and how I'm supposed to be helping people and how I'm supposed to be changing lives evolves every single day that I take the actions towards that goal. So number one is, you have to start taking action to get the clarity you need about your purpose. But there's another principle in this. It wasn't until I started pitching that I developed enough traffic to my offer so that I could actually figure out whether or not this was the offer that I should be putting out into the world. Now, long story short, I did all that, got 150 clients, realized I like coaching more. But I was like, I'm not making enough money. I got to go back to work. So that business totally failed. It didn't work out. I got a lot of good data from it, learned a lot, but it failed. And at that moment, I vividly remember thinking, I'm not going to ever be an entrepreneur because I am not I don't believe in struggling like that. Like, I literally was like, I can't be an entrepreneur because entrepreneurs struggle. I'm not about to beg people to do business with me. I need money every week. I need a paycheck all the time. Like, I literally remember telling myself, I cannot do this. So let me go get a job. Let me go get comfortable. Let me go get a job. Let me tell you something. There is a version of yourself in the future that is looking at where you're at right now and knows without a shadow of a doubt that you will be successful. Literally. Like, if me now could have told me then to just keep going, keep walking, keep learning, develop skills faster, I would have been in a different place. The other thing, the reason why that business failed, let's talk about business failures. Why did the business fail? Well, number one, I wasn't putting my offer in front of enough people. That's number one. Number two, I didn't work hard enough. That's number two. Some of you have a business that could be successful, but you're just not working hard enough in your business. And people aren't telling you that because, like, right now, what's cool is to just be like, don't do no work. It won't work out. Like, it'll all work out because of like magic. I don't believe in magic. So, I didn't work hard enough. I literally had that one channel to get people to my offer. And I was like, if this don't work, it ain't gonna work. Number three, I did not have a coach. I didn't have a coach. I didn't have anyone who I paid to talk to me about growing my business. And let's talk about this too. If someone would have come to me and said, "Hey, Ashley, I already built a successful resume writing company. And we already made $100,000, $200,000. I could just give you the playbook." I don't know. One, no one ever came to me and said that. But number two, I don't know if I would have been in the mindset to accept the coaching because at the time I had already made up in my mind that it won't work. So once you tell yourself that something won't work, every single person that you see that goes against the thought process of it not working is literally forcing you to admit that you're wrong. And people don't like to do that. So what I want to encourage all of you to do today is to figure out, what are you telling yourself about your level of success? What are you saying about things that won't work? And figure out why you're telling yourself that when there are literally people around you that have already figured it out. Pay them whatever they cost and get your success. Like, I didn't have to wait. That was, how many years ago was that, Chris? That was probably like 15, no, 10. I don't know how many years ago. That was like 8 or 9 years ago. I didn't have to wait 10 years to make $1 million. I could, like, literally, I wasted so much time trying to figure things out on my own. And to me, now I understand time is more valuable than money. So because time is more valuable than money, I should have just paid someone to help me out then, but I wouldn't have done it because I don't know if I would have done it or not. No one ever made the offer, but like, I wasn't seeking out that help because I had already determined that it wasn't going to work. So what's the principle in this? How do we achieve more from this? How do we learn from this lesson? If you are telling yourself something will not work, every single opportunity that you see that tells you the opposite is forcing you to admit that you're a liar and you won't do it. So unless you change your mindset. You change your mindset. There are two things you can do right now to develop a better version of yourself. One, develop a profitable, timeless skill set. The reason we teach people how to pitch is because the moment I learned how to go out into the marketplace, create opportunities for myself, and make money from it, I knew I would never be broke another day in my life. You're always going to have to know how to sell. You're always going to have to know how to present your offer in a powerful way that gets people to move and take action. Learning the skill set of speaking and with your words, being able to move people from where they're at to a new mindset, that's a skill. You learn that, you're well on your way. So one, you have to do that. But two, you also have to develop a growth mindset. Do not think that because you ain't figured it out, nobody's figured it out. That's the wrong move. That is the wrong move, y'all. That is the wrong move. Like, I don't even know how many other ways to say it, but that is 100% not the thing that you should be doing right now. And the other thing is, like, people have the wrong mindset about investment. They have the wrong mindset about investment. And I think I learned, I changed my mindset about investment when I started paying my tithes in church. That's really where I learned it. Like, I'm not going to take up an offering, but I literally learned it by paying my tithes in church. I remember me and my husband, we didn't have a lot, but we would give our 10%. I started giving it automatically. I started seeing that once I did that, I developed a discipline of giving. and I was able to invest on really good soil. So like my church was doing great things for the community. And so it was cool. Like I invested, I felt like I was a part of something really good. It was helping me, and I started seeing a return on my investment. Then when I started taking classes and courses and investing in my business and hiring coaches and doing all the things, I really started seeing a turn in my investment. I really started seeing a return on my investment then, literally. And even when we look at, I was looking at the data for my clients. I'm gonna share y'all, like y'all are cool with some behind the scenes. Y'all cool if I talk a little numbers, share some things that we noticed. We look at all our testimonials. Just drop a BTS in the chat if you're like, give us the behind the scenes. Give us the behind the scenes. Actually, come on, because I'm gonna tell you guys the stuff that I hear in like sales converse. I don't even do sales conversations anymore from my coaching business. I do it on the corporate side, but like I have to let Chris handle it because I really hate excuses, y'all. Like if you want to know the types of people I really enjoy working with, the people that I like to do business with, the people that I hire. I hire people who don't make excuses to me, like people who come with the solution, because I firmly believe that when you are the solution, you don't have to worry about, like, you don't attract as many problems when you show up as the solution. Okay. So let me share this with you guys. Let me see how I can do this on Facebook. Okay, I'm seeing behind the scenes on Facebook. Let me see what I can do. Let me see what I can do. Okay, and let me know if you all are seeing this. Let me know if y'all are seeing this Google Sheet. Okay, Chris, can they see the Google Sheet? You can give me a thumbs up on Facebook. Okay, cool. So if y'all can see this, good. So I'm sharing my screen with y'all. I want you guys to see this. Okay, now we have 3 levels in our business. Do you all know what they are? I'm about to show you guys what they are. And I'm gonna tell you on the podcast, I'm gonna narrate it, because on Instagram and on Facebook, I'm actually sharing a chart with you guys, because I want you all to see what we saw in our business. This is about to blow your mind. This is going to blow your mind. You ready? Okay, we have 3 levels in our business. We have people who we call self-starters. These are the people who are watch our Facebook lives, listen to the podcast, buy our books. But these people spend, I would say, like less than $50 with our company. Okay. Like they attend a free challenge. They may do a little upgrade for the challenge, get like a $47 joint, whatever. Like, but they're called self-starters, right? They buy those types of programs and products and services. Okay, good. We got our self-starters. Now, then we have our explorers. I promise you, stay with me because this is going to blow your mind. Our explorers are people who come to our event, our Speak Your Way to Cash live event. These are people who come to our, or they like take our Speak Your Way to Cash course. Now, the course and the event, like whatever it is, it's typically under $3,000. So they're typically, if you're at this level, you're doing the event, the course, all that stuff, you're spending less than $3,000 with our company if you haven't bought anything else but those 2 products, right? So you're like $3K or less. Check this out though. Check this out. This blew our mind. We did this in a meeting. Then we have our leaders. These are people who are in our Speak Your Way to Cash Academy, which we're rebranding, or they're in the Speak Your Way to Cash Elite Mastermind, which is really dope. It's a next level opportunity, or they're a private client. So they do like a VIP day with me. So these people are spending like 40K or less with the company. All right, that's what we found. All right, cool. So check this out. This is what blew my mind about this. This is what blew my mind. And just so that we're keeping it consistent, I'll tell you, like, if you're in the podcast, you bought the book, you do a challenge or a summit, like you come to a free event, whatever, you're kind of committed, but like, you ain't spending no real money in growing your business. You're just like, I'm kind of here. All right. So these are the investment levels of of working with our company. And sometimes it's a little bit higher, but these are the investment levels for the most part. Now, we were looking at the results from all our clients, from people who report they made money with our company, all the things. All right. Check this out. I think I may need to like make this bigger for you guys. Let me see if I can make this bigger so y'all can see this. Because y'all do not miss what I'm about to show you guys. We have clients who made these investments. The highest result, like one-time result that we've seen, is a $77,000 contract, right? But on average, I would say folks at this level are doing between like 5K per engagement to like $70,000 plus with the contract. All right. That's what they've reported to us. But then we have our self-starters. These folks are typically at like 3K or less, right? 3K or less. Sometimes we get people who are like, oh, I did a $20,000 contract just from the summit or just from the challenge. But like, I'll say like on the highest level, like they're making between like nothing in their speaking business. And maybe they've gotten a result where they've made, I'll say 10K on the higher levels. So 10K or less. All right. Now we teach people how to make 5 and 6 figure contracts. The people, every single result, every single person, every single one who has been like, actually, I just landed a 6-figure contract. You know where they've been? At the leadership level. They've all been at the leadership level. They've all invested 40K or less. They've all invested in our academy, our elite mastermind, our VIP day. That is where they're at. Now, I was looking at this and I was like, yo, that's crazy. I should tell people about this. Not so that people can, just so that people can like invest with me or whatever. The reason I wanted to share this with you all is because there is a direct correlation. Our data shows there is a direct correlation between what people invest in themselves and what they go out and do. Now, what does this also tell you? What does this also tell you? What are the differences between these two levels? If you work with me at this level, you do a free challenge, a free summit, you ain't invested no money, you're not getting direct coaching from me. So one, I don't know what you're doing. What typically is happening is people go, they listen to the podcast, they listen to the Facebook group, they get a little bit of free information. And what they do with that free information, y'all, is they go back and they make up the rest of the steps. And so they get results that are aligned with what they've told themselves. So if you do a little bit of something, if you invest a little bit of something, what you're typically doing is you're going back home trying to piecemeal it together yourself. And when you have a question that if you would have just asked me and been in a higher level program, I would have told you how to flip that 5K into 25K or 25K into 50K. You're at home doing it yourself, or you're calling your other girlfriends that ain't in the program that aren't investing at a high level, and y'all are coaching each other on how to do the least when you should be doing the most. You know what it also tells me? People in our academy, we have pitch power hours. People in our mastermind programs, we literally sit together every other week and we pitch together with a member of our coaching team. So they're always pitching for more opportunities. And because they're coming into the group and saying, actually, yo, I was going to pitch this at 20K. What should I do? I'm like, nah, that one-time thing, that should be 20K on its own. So they're making more money simply because they're getting better advice and we're working together over a longer period of time. So it's no surprise to me that all of our 6+ figure contract wins came from people who invested at a high level. But let me tell you something else. I have invested this year, cash money, $80,000 in coaching this year. Like $80,000 cash out the bank, boom. And I like to pay in full. I paid like 60 grand of that in cash outright. So for me, because I've invested that level of investment, right after I made my $50,000 investment, the next day, Chris? The next day, we went and did a launch that produced $60,000 in cash. Why is that? Well, when I make an investment, I'm going to make the investment and then I'm going to operate at the level of someone who just made that investment. The truth of the matter is, y'all, when you invest a little bit of money and a little bit of time, it's not just indicative of what you're investing. Typically, it's indicative of your belief about that thing. Typically, it's indicative of your belief about that thing. Let me show you this. I love using tables. I just got to make sure I can do it on the fly. Let me show you this. This is crazy. This blew my mind. Like, I was in my team meeting like, yo, this is crazy. We got to tell people about this. And I'm like, should I even tell them about this? I think I'll just tell them because, y'all my peoples. And regardless of if you do anything with it or not, I need you to understand how investment works. Now, let's do this because this is how I think. I think about things in charts. I think about things like systematically like this. So I want to show you this. If I believe that there's an opportunity out there for me that can change my life, would I invest $5 in it? Or would I invest as much as I could humanly afford in it? Well, if it's a life-changing opportunity, I'm going to invest more in it. So when you're investing at this level, you're like, I'm going to just put because literally I've had people say to me, well, I don't want to invest in like the highest level of your challenge, which is only $300, y'all. It's literally nominal, but whatever. Don't get me started. But I've had people say, like, I'm not going to invest in the highest level of your challenge because, like, I got to learn more about you. And I'm just like, here's why that blows my mind. I'm all about doing your research, but you can Google me, baby. But I'm all about doing your research. But it blows my mind because when I am curious about something, like for me, I would think of it a totally different way. I'd be like, yo, this sister got a challenge, $300. I can actually challenge, ask her questions if I get the platinum all access pass. And I'm around other people who invested higher. So it's already a win for me, but it's only $300. I'm a risk it because even if it's not as great as I think, I'm worth the risk of making the higher level investment to make sure that I'm giving myself the best opportunity to win. So some people think of investment like this. Ooh, I don't know if you're worth it. I think of investment like this. I don't care if the sister ain't worth it. I'm always worth doing the highest level investment. And so I'm going to pay the money and I'm going to get something out of it because if all she did was answer a question about how she even planned the doggone challenge and got all these people in it and makes all this money speaking, I'm going to get my money from that. But if you really just wanted to make sure I was straight, do a Google search, Ashley Kirkwood Forbes. Do a Google search, Ashley Kirkwood NBC Chicago, Ashley Kirkwood NBC Fox, or Fox News. Like, just Google me, figure it out real quick, see that I wrote a whole 250-page book on this stuff, buy the book, get the audio book, listen to one chapter, and realize, dang, she actually knows what she's talking about. But I don't even, like, for $300, I'm not doing all that. It's worth me paying the $300 just for the access. If not to the coach, then to the community. If not to the community, to the other people who are joining it. And it's $300. If there's even a possibility that my life could be enhanced for less than $500, I'm not hesitating, y'all. And what I realized, and I'm so passionate about this, let me tell you why. Because we have been so tricked into believing that people don't have our best interest at heart, that we are ruining opportunities for ourselves to propel our lives. You really think I'm trying, like, people, even if so, like, people are so scared of being scammed that they're missing out on real opportunities. Can we just be honest about that? And I know that people have done you wrong, and that last coach, she ain't look at you right, and all the things, right? Like, oh, so sorry. But even in that, wasn't it a blessing? Even in that, you didn't meet nobody that you could have a relationship with. She didn't answer a question for you that you could go make money with for the rest of your life, because knowledge don't expire. So if I teach you how to pitch next week, the challenge starts next week. So if I teach you how to pitch next week, the week after that, you'll be able to pitch. The year after that, you'll be able to pitch. The decade after that, you'll be able to pitch. I don't teach gimmicks. So it blows my mind. Anyways, went on a tangent. Indulge me. Thank you for y'all on Instagram. Okay, so look, here's how it goes into belief. Level 1. If you're not investing heavily in your business, you are on the level 1 of belief. We have 3 levels of belief that we teach in our program. Level 1 is this. I think someone somewhere can do it, but I don't know if I can. This is the I don't know if I can do it. You are not worried about nobody scamming you for less than $50. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't know if I can do it. That's where you're at. I don't know if I can do it. And here's the truth, y'all. The very first step to unlocking millions of dollars in your business, millions of people that you're impacting, trillions of opportunities that you're currently missing, is to first believe that you can do it. You don't have to, but here's the thing. You don't have to believe that you can do it with what you know now. You have to believe that you could do it with the best information that's available to you in the market. So I don't really care if you can do it right now. Maybe you can't. I don't care. But could you do it if you had the right information? Literally, I want you all to answer me in the chat. If you had information on how to pitch, how to sell to corporations, how to sell to colleges, and it was step-by-step, systematic, and other people got results with it, could you do it then? Could you do it then? Because literally, I couldn't run the size of company that I ran knowing what I knew when I had that resume writing company that was failing. I couldn't. I didn't know how to do it. But the fact that I didn't know how to do it 10 years ago did not prevent me from running a 7-figure company now. Ain't that a blessing? But what did I have to do? Develop skills, get my mindset right, and invest time and money in being great. So the level one is, I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I can do it. So if you're not investing in your business, this is why. Because you're on the level one of belief and you don't know that you can do it. But let's talk about level two. Level two people. So, but check this out. Our information is so good that even people who are like, I don't even know if I could do it, are coming to our challenge. They just get the free ticket and they're still doing more in their business and putting more opportunities to themselves than they would have had before. So even if you're like, I still don't know this chick, I still don't know if I can do it, join the Pitch Your Way to Cash challenge, get the ticket, get the no cost ticket. If you're like, I just can't invest actually because of whatever excuse I got in my head, cool, get the free ticket, meet me on the other side. Get the free, like literally there are people using our free resources to get results in their business. So even there, so here's the principle. Even when you don't believe you can do it, if you take action despite that, you could still get more results than you would if you didn't do nothing. But let's go on to level two. Jason's like, I know you care about getting people results. That's what makes you different. Yes, I really do. So level two, let's talk about level two. Level two is like, I am willing to invest money and time into seeing if it's possible for me. Level two is an interesting level because when you're at level two, you're kind of like, all right, I might be able to do it. This is where you're like, I might be able to do it. You still ain't dropping a bag, but you're like, all right, 3K, I can figure it out. And here's the other interesting thing, y'all. I've spent over 250,000, probably 350 grand on a college education, on a law school degree from Northwestern. I majored in international business, studied business in Jordan, Brazil, the Dominican Republic. I created a course on women, politics, and the law in Morocco and Africa. No cap. This is my actual life. This is what I've achieved. And in all that money, that hundreds of thousands of dollars that I spent in college, going to the best schools, getting all this experience, not a single class taught sales. I was in the business school. Not a single class taught sales. Not a single class gave me a skill set that I could leave the classroom on that day, go out into the marketplace and sell people stuff. What we're teaching in our programs, in our masterminds, at our live events is sales. Let me be real clear about what I teach. Sales, strategy. And another level of this is like how to think about your offers, yourself, and your business so that it doesn't ruin what you have going on. Some people aren't where they're supposed to be because they don't think highly enough of themselves in their business. Some people aren't where they're supposed to be because they aren't dogged enough about what they do. They're not passionate enough about what they do. Anyways, so level two is I might be able to do it. Now, here's where it got interesting. When we looked at the data, people who were making more money in business, who had more consistent results, those are the people that invested more, but they still weren't investing that much. They just invested more. They invested more. Now, here's another big difference between people who only invested 3K and people who really invest at $40,000, $50,000 levels. People at this 3K level were able to get a result close in time to the event. And what we saw was that was amazing. But when it came to them needing consistent feedback, because every problem that is solved produces a new problem. So now you're getting a contract, but now how do you make that contract recurring revenue? You're getting a contract, but now how do you convert that into a licensing plan? Oh, you get paid to speak, but now it's a little bit inconsistent. If they didn't take, because some of these people got these crazy results and did not invest in the next level. Neither here nor there. They'll probably do it this year. That's cool. But like, even then, when they landed the contract on their own and got the 50K, the first thing I thought was, dang, that was at least a $125,000 opportunity. Because of the way my brain works, when people come to me with an opportunity, I instantly start to see, oh, did you offer them this? Oh, no, you didn't offer them this? You didn't offer them? Oh, okay. Because you could have offered them this, downsold them that, hit them on the back end with this. Like that is the gift that I have. So, and it's the gift that we have taught our coaches to have in our programs. So even when you get a result, when you aren't investing at a high level continuously, this is what scares people. Because a lot of people are like, well, if I come to the event, will I learn everything I need to know about speaking so that I never have to invest in my business again, so that I could just have all the success in my life off a 3K investment? I want to make $30 million. Will you help? And I'm just like, first of all, your mindset isn't right to sustain the business that you're praying for. if we could be, I don't know why I'm being so real with y'all. Maybe because it's a Saturday. I went to the spa yesterday. I feel like, I don't know, I'm just being so honest. It's crazy. So authentic and raw with y'all this morning. I try not to go this hard because I don't want people to get scared. And some of y'all are new to me and y'all gonna be like, oh my God, this lady is going so hard. But anyways, I'm willing to invest money and time into seeing this possible for me. So that's what happens there. But when we looked at where were the most consistent results, where was the not like, oh, I landed it one time, but I've got it several times and I'm consistently doing it because I have a system behind it, that was here. Because level 3 is, I believe this is possible for me. And I am committed to investing in it no matter what and no matter when. So at this level, at level 3 of belief, you're not looking for a way out. Let's talk about it. You're not looking for a way out. So what I find is that there are people who are like, oh, I'm going to do this thing, or I'm going to invest in this thing only if it works right away, or only if it works in 30 days, or only if blah, 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 or only if the coach is nice to me and doesn't, and like does this extra thing that I didn't pay for, or like only if, like there's all these contingencies. But once you're at level 3 of belief, this is where the money resides. This is where I live. This is where my most successful clients live. Level 3 of belief is like, one, I am committed to self-mastery and self-investment for the rest of my life. Let me tell y'all this, I'm going to always have an investment that is helping me get to the next level. I don't see a period in my life where I won't be investing and getting better. And do you want to know why? Because people invest with me. So how unfortunate would it be that I have all these clients investing with me, over 1,500 paying clients of our company. I have all these people investing with me, but I am not investing in myself. So the only version of me that they get is the version that they paid for on day one. The reason why you want to invest with someone who's always investing in themselves is because the people who invest with me today will get everything that I know now. But let's say you sign up to be in our mastermind. You do a 12-month program with us. Okay. Well, then you're going to get, over that 12-month period, you're going to get who I am now. You're going to get who I'm becoming every single month of that program. You're going to continue to see a level up, even as you keep investing the same investment you committed to, like on day one. Like you're going to keep getting more because I'm going to keep growing. And how can you tell if someone grows? Go back and look at what they were doing before. Go back and look at, like, have they had growth in their business? Has their branding level up? Have they had more clients? Are they investing? Are they doing more? Go back. You can tell. Go back and look. Go back and look. And so you want to get to that level 3 of belief, because that is where your life's going to change. And what you start to think about, you don't even think the same. Like, I don't even think the same as the girl who had the failing business, who wouldn't pay nobody to help her, who didn't seek out wise counsel. You don't even think the same. And I want to share this as we close, you all. There's an opportunity that's before every single last one of you that's watching this right now. You've learned all this good information, and I want to open up an opportunity to you right now. I want to give you an opportunity to take action on what you just learned, because I know for a fact the difference between people that win and people that don't is people that win take action. They take action, and they don't wait all day to do it. And I know that there are at least, I would say there's probably at least 10 of you watching this right now who are like, I'm ready. You've convinced me. I'm ready to do more with less time. I'm ready to level up. I'm ready to walk into my purpose powerfully. I'm ready to live the life that I've been dreaming about. I'm tired of waiting. And I am ready for you to challenge me to become the version of myself I need to become to run the business of my dreams. If that's you, drop ready in the chat. Drop ready in the chat. So I'm about to give y'all a way to take action on this information right now. Like, why wait? Do it right now. So here's what you can do. On Monday, I'm recording this on I don't know what the date is, July 23rd. So on Monday, July 25th, we have the Pitch Your Way to Cash challenge that is starting. Right now, if you're on Instagram, DM me the word challenge. I'll send you the link. If you're on Facebook, go to pitchyourwaytocash.com and you will be able to apply to attend the challenge. If you're accepted, you get an immediate acceptance. So don't be thinking it's going to take all day. Go to pitchyourwaytocash.com. If you're the right fit, you'll get an immediate acceptance. You'll see this landing page and you're going to select your ticket type here. Now, look, y'all, we have a free ticket, but with the free, and once you all join, we always have people who join while I'm live. If you join while I'm live, drop challenge ready in the comments so that we can celebrate you. But go to pitchyourwaytocash.com. If you get the free ticket, let me explain. we just talked about why investment matters. But if you are still like, I'm not convinced, if you get the free ticket, you have to join the Facebook group and you have to watch the challenge live. I'm going to be streaming live from like 12 to 1:30 each day, maybe 12 to 2 some days. We may go over. So block off 12 to 2 Central Time on your calendars. But if you get this free ticket, once we are done streaming, that stream comes right down. We will not be keeping that stream up. So just know you have to attend live. You have to be there the entire time. You won't get a playbook. You won't get a Q&A, none of that. Like, very limited access with a free ticket. But I still wanted to make it available because I know that there are some people who just need to be convinced. So that's an option. Now, if you are like, I'm ready to invest in my future, then you're going to get the VIP Platinum All Access Pass. It's less than $300. And what you get with the All Access Pass is a lot. You get access to the free group. You get access to the challenge recordings during the duration of the challenge. So you still should attend live, but you do get access to the recordings during the time the challenge is taking place, okay? You also get access to a workbook that has scripts and exercises to facilitate and fast track your learning. Literally, the scripts in this book have helped us make hundreds of thousands of dollars in our speaking and consulting practice alone. Instant access to a library of training, so you can join today, watch all the trainings, get some really dope questions answered, and then like on Monday, there's a platinum Q&A at 11:30 a.m. Central before the challenge starts, where people who have a platinum pass only get to ask questions. If you just get the VIP pass for $97, you don't get to ask questions. So you need a platinum pass to ask questions and attend the platinum Q&A. You get advanced access to other offers. You get a special challenge background. You get access to a private Zoom room. You don't have to join via the Facebook group. You can join via there, and it's less than $300. Look, it's not a hard sell. It's not a lot to convince y'all on. Get that option. Like, literally, go to pitchyourwaytocash.com right now and join the challenge. It has the potential to change your life if you let it. And I'm going to give y'all a guarantee. If you join this challenge and you do what I say during the challenge, then you will pitch during that 5-day time. Even if you've never pitched before, if you just do the homework that I give you during the challenge, you will be pitching next week. You will be pitching for opportunities next week. And here's what I want you to think about. This is what blows my mind and why I'm like, man, we should have thousands of people in this challenge already who've done the platinum pass. We have thousands of people that have registered, but we should have thousands of people doing this platinum pass because, and we only have 50 seats. We couldn't have thousands, but anyways, we should have thousands, because what if you spend less than $300 and learn one sales strategy that changes every single thing in your business? It's worth the investment, the possibility of that being the case. And I really hope that what you all hear from this, first off, I love y'all. I'm not fussing at y'all. I love y'all. Y'all are my peoples. I am inspired and I am incredibly driven by the fact that I get to serve such an amazing group of people. But out of love, I'm saying this. If you don't change the way you think, and if you don't change the way you invest, there is a version of you that your children won't experience. There's a version of you that your clients won't experience. And there's a version of you that you won't get a chance to be proud of. It's true. Like, literally, y'all, when I think back to that version of me with the failing resume writing business, who thought I could never be an entrepreneur, who wasn't investing in a coach, who didn't know what she was doing, what if that would have been the version of me that I was committed to? What if I was just so committed to who I was then that I could not become who I need to become to do what I'm doing now? Like, what if all the people that I showed you guys, like the people that I showed you guys who have made the money and all that stuff, and because for most people, money isn't a big enough motivator to do work, which is why people don't work hard. Like, it's not, people ain't doing all that kind of, like, most people are not working extraordinarily hard for money. Ask me how I know, because people ain't out here like, I'm about to get 50 jobs just so I can have money. Money is not that big of a motivator for most people. But there's a version of me that I was more committed to, that I needed to experience. I was committed to that. That was the commitment. That was why I had to change my life and make sure that I was doing what needed to be done. So I would highly encourage you guys to join the Pitch Your Way to Cash challenge. Don't get the free ticket. Like, literally invest in yourself. Start today sowing a seed into the next level of yourself, that version of yourself that you need to be. Literally. Also, this isn't our first challenge. I'm not testing this out on y'all. Y'all are not guinea pigs. Like, I'm not testing this out. Like, this is our I don't even know how many challenges we've done total, but I know for the Pitch Your Way to Cash challenge, this is at least our fifth one, specifically geared towards pitching. We have results, testimonials. Once you get in the free group, just search challenge. You'll see all the testimonials from people who've taken the challenge and done well and started pitching and changed their lives. And so I want everyone to be on the best level. I want everyone to be on the level of themselves they can be on, because I have a dream of me and all my clients, like literally renting out just the best resort known to man and bringing all of our corporate clients there so they can all network and get with each other. I want to celebrate with my people on a very high level. I don't want money to be the thing that stops us from doing what we need to do. I want mothers to be rested. I want, like, people are like, man, you have a full-time nanny. Oh my goodness, what's going on? Da, da, da. I had to become a different version of myself to get that. I get to enjoy really quality time with my daughter where I'm laughing and giggling and playing and doing all the things. And it's because I'm not so stressed about how I'm going to pay my bills that I can't enjoy my time with her. Me and my husband are on vacation right now, enjoying time together, because I became a different version of myself. So I want you all to experience life on the highest level that you can experience it. And no matter how good you're doing right now, there are always different levels that you can go to. There are different levels that I'm going to go to. I suggest y'all get in now, because there's going to be other levels of me that I'm gonna experience. So go to pitchyourwaytocash.com, register for the challenge. It starts on Monday. It's going to be off the chain. Go right now, and then drop in the chat and let me know. Drop in the chat and let me know, y'all, that you've registered. Hopefully this was good. If it was good and y'all enjoyed this real raw talk, please let me know. I'm excited about all the things that you're going to be doing and experiencing. And so I will see you guys on Monday in the Pitch Your Way to Cash challenge. The content is brand new and it's going to be fire. All right. All right, guys. Have a good one.